audiences for my demonstration speech today. Alrighty, so my name is Leah, and today I'm going to be demonstrating on how to give a bearded dragon a bath properly. So bearded dragons, bathing them regularly helps keep their skin hydrated, and it helps them stay hydrated themselves with their health. So today I'm going to be demonstrating on how to properly hydrate them and help them with their health as well. I've worked at a pet store for about 3.5 years now, and I do have a bearded dragon myself, and his name is Samson, and he's 2 years old. So I've become very knowledgeable in that time period of bearded dragons. So the materials that you're going to be needing for the demonstration for me, or if you're ever going to bathe a bearded dragon yourself. So you're going to need to get a type of tub. I usually use a bathtub, but I can't do that right now. So what you will need next is you're going to need a type of bristle brush, which you can use kind of anything that will work best for you and your bearded dragon, but a toothbrush seems to work best for me. You'll also need water, of course, and you can have a piece of decor from their habitats. I feel like it makes them more comfortable with their surroundings, and it kind of helps it run smoother for them. And then lastly, you're going to need a towel to kind of dab them off after they're done with their baths. So I'm going to go ahead and get my bearded dragon out, Samson. And this is Samson, and I'm going to be putting him in the tub. All right, so after you have them in the tub, so you're gonna just kind of place them gently in the tub. Don't be alarmed at first once you pour the water into the tub, because sometimes they can puff up, but that's just because they are inhaling, so it'll make it easier to float because they can feel that they're in water. So the next step that you'll do is you're going to kind of pour water in. Okay, so pouring the water in, you'll make sure definitely that the water is not anywhere above their shoulders or their front legs, because like I said, they can aspirate water and that can cause them to choke and pass. So we definitely don't want that. After that, what you'll do is you will get your dragon, and normally what I would do with mine is I take my hands myself and I barely get a little bit of water, and I sit and I put water on him. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the water on their backs first. Definitely do not get any water on their facial area, their eyes or mouth. You will continuously put the water on their back. So after you do that, you will take your bristle brush, and then once you do that, you will gently motion. You will make sure that when you're bathing your bearded dragon, you will always gently, in circular motions, kind of get through their back. You'll want to check their paws and make sure that they don't have any poop, dirt, or anything like that, because a lot of the times when bearded dragons do poop, they tend to walk in it, unfortunately. So I'll make sure to scrub his feet and make sure that there's nothing on him, and as well as bathing them regularly helps them get the dead skin off and helps them from a previous shed take that skin off as well. So at my bearded dragon, he doesn't really like to be held up, so what I'll do is I'll barely hold him by his front legs, and I will scrub his belly like that by myself. See, he's kind of jumping a little bit, unfortunately. Gotcha. So, usually after you bathe your bearded dragon, after you're done kind of going and around in motions with him and getting all of the fecal matter and dirt and things off of the dragon, after that, you can have it's good to have a bonding time with them. So the bath does have to be around 15 to 20 minutes. So usually what I like to do after I bathe them, you can glide them through the water gently, you can pet them, you can rub their heads, and that really promotes a good bonding experience with you and your reptile, and for them as well. They do rather enjoy that part, especially when they're in a bigger enclosure, of course. So after doing that, what you're going to do is we're going to be moving on to the drying process. So that is a really crucial part, and that is because bearded dragons have to have heat continuously. So after the bath that they do have, they're going to lose some of that heat. So it's very crucial for you to, when you get them out, you dry them properly. So what you'll do is you will, usually what I like to do is I like to take my bearded dragon and I like to kind of hold the towel out first, and then I will gently take him out. Bearded dragons like to feel secure. So what you'll do is you'll wrap them up like this, and make sure when you're drying your bearded dragon, make sure, and of course he's crawling everywhere, make sure that you don't scrub dry them. Make sure you're gently just patting them like this, because if you scrub them to dry them, it will actually cause a lot of discomfort and hurt them, and you definitely don't want something like that to happen to them. So I'm just patting him very gently, like so. So I'm gonna put him right here because I don't have his terrarium. But what you're gonna do is, after you get done with the bathing process and that bonding time and properly drying them, what you're gonna do is you're going to take them and put them in their terrarium underneath their basking light. So after you do that, and I have this to show kind of what his basking light kind of looks like. And usually the temperatures run from 100 to 105 degrees. So because they lost that heat from being in the bathtub, you want to make sure to get them there immediately as soon as you're done drying them. So after that, and they're in their enclosure, what you'll do is going to be the cleanup process. So usually I use Wipeout, which is a terrarium and small animal cage cleaner. It's a really good cleaner to use. So when you're doing cleanups, you don't want to use any type of chemicals at all. Just use a mild soap and some hot water. And that will be all for that after the cleanup. So the demonstration processes I presented today were for bathing a bearded dragon, and that is the materials you are going to need. So that is the tub fixture that you're going to have. It's going to be the washing process and cleansing of your bearded dragon. Then you're going to have the bonding playtime with your bearded dragon. Then you're going to have your drying time for your bearded dragon, and then you're going to have your cleanup as well. So today I wanted to demonstrate on how to properly give a bearded dragon a bath, because lots of the times bearded dragon and reptile safety is a really important thing to me, and bearded dragons, you have to have a lot of experience and be knowledgeable about them when it comes to their baths, especially because it's detrimental if you do make the wrong mistakes for them. And I definitely want to encourage bearded dragon owners or if you're considering about getting a bearded dragon, that I'm hoping I helped encourage and show you the process on how to properly give them a bath, and how to create a good environment and bonding experience for them. And I appreciate all of you listening to my demonstration. Thank you so much.